Alright, here's a recording I wanted to do, and this is just some a recording that I just feel a way about. This one is about some woman named Winsome Clarke, who, according to her, she had left her infant child 25 years ago in hands of some woman that she didn't know, barely know, and then she's up to 25 years. She's still trying to look for this child, if he's still alive. I mean, I hope the child's still alive. But I mean, cause it'd be a very terrible thing if that wasn't the case, especially at a young age. But whatever I read about the article, I'm not going to read all of it, but there's some basic gist of the article, and this is what I really feel a way about the mother, about her, about the so-called mother, is that her stupid ass, who lived in Manchester at the time, left with a woman May Pen, and with the expression that the kid's father, all right, the kid's father would come and pick her up, would pick him up from the woman. And apparently, what she's saying that she that they both her and the father didn't know the woman that well. That's the first red light right there. And here's also some very funny style about it, is that she said that okay, after she assumed that her leaving her baby with a woman she barely knew, she would that the father would have taken him, and it said after a few months she has child collected by the father. Now here's the second red light. No, if your dumbass was not did not realize, didn't think to check the father instantly, like the moment, okay, the moment, like the same hour, same day you left the child with the father, you should be saying, okay, is the child with me? You should check the same day at least to see if the child was with the father. But after a few months, I mean, like you didn't think about your own child. After a few months, like took a few months. I mean, apparently, child isn't that important. That you wait for a few months until you finally until you checked on see whether the child's the father. I mean, it could have been a case where the um case where okay, maybe they have this custody agreement where the child father gets the child for a few months, but even still you'd be checking on that child almost every day or week, see if the child is okay, and her dumbass didn't do that. All right, and even though the funny thing is that, and the funny thing is that it said that oh, as a woman both we knew, but say don't remember her name. You don't know her that well if you don't remember her name. Meaning you're supposed to know. If you know, if you don't even know the person's name, you don't leave. That means you don't know her that well. I mean, that's just probably an acquaintance. But again, this is why I'm looking at this so-called mother funny style, because you're trying to cut please, but is it your negligence that contributes to the situation? I mean, if you don't know the name of the person you're trusting your infant child with, you don't know that person that well. I mean, you'd have to vet the person real good. You have to show that you know the person well enough to they actually trust them with your child. If you don't do that, it's better if she just taken the child, kept the child, brought it to the father, or arranged to have the child to meet up with the father. But her dumbass did not do that. Alright. Well, alright, so okay, but even though she's basically saying that she realizes she's trying to cut please, but at the same time, it's just hard to feel sorry. Yeah, I know she's saying that oh, I was wrong, I shouldn't. But again, this is basically a case study. I mean, this is just saying that yeah, I know I'm being harsh on her. I mean, but it's just that is just her. But this is basically what she did. That was child neglect, though. I mean, like she's lucky. I think the reason why I think she said that she didn't want to report the matter to the police, because the police had known what the whole story. She would have been locked up as well. But it's just messed up. I mean, personally, I hope that they find this child, but I don't know. I mean, like this looks very bleak. I mean, I hope the child's alive, and I can imagine if that kid's alive, he'll be a big man now. That he probably feel a way about his so-called mother, just abandoning him with a woman he barely knew. And God knows what happened to that woman. I don't know if she's still alive or anything, but this is just a case study, though. I mean, like how not to take care of a child. I mean, any person with common sense knows that unless you know the person well, you don't leave your infant child with anybody. All right, and yeah, I know the father's kind of funny style too, because it's basically the father should never have agreed to this arrangement either. The father should have been basically saying that basically said that so basically agreed to meet her in person rather than go to this person they barely knew. And even there's a part where he said that he had no idea the son was with mother, and like his dumbass did not call to see if his child was safe all this time. I mean, both of them look a funny style to me, but I don't know. I mean, I hope this child's alive and safe, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to think the worst, but this is a very tragic situation. I just feel bad for that child. I mean, the mom should have known better, the dad should have known better, and they should know better and trust some woman that they bear whose name they don't even know. So that's all I can say. I sadly put this in State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check my other YouTube pages, Miles Gusson Farron and Miles J Productions. Okay.